Hello, thank you. Yeah, I'm Eric Winter. I'm a lead engineer in genomics and bioinformatics services in Lapia and IT. So kind of an IT focused presentation here, but we'll walk through some of the prompts I went through to get to craft the response that I needed. So first of all, we put all of our work items, everything we work on, we describe them in Azure DevOps. So we create a user story or a bug that gets included in a release. We tag that, we give that a target release, allowing me to create a query like this where I can say I want all user stories that are not removed and are in that target release. And I want to make sure I output the acceptance criteria, descriptions, and reproduction steps in the case of bugs. And so that ultimately comes out with a spreadsheet that just looks like this, has lots of description in it. And instead of when somebody came to me asking for, hey, do you have a summary of this release or release notes? That was a good opportunity to see what I could get out of Copilot. So I took this spreadsheet, I loaded it into my OneDrive, and into a temp directory there, and then I went into Copilot chat. So this is the window I recommend people get familiar with. It's convenient to be inside of Excel, your Excel document or your Word document, doing some prompting there. But this is where I think you're going to get the most immersive experience, I think, with your chat friends. So here I started out after that file was loaded in there. I have a worksheet with work items completed during our recent release of ODP Investigator Portal. Please go through the list and including acceptance criteria and descriptions, and come up with a concise list of release notes. So I don't know if anybody's here in here. Once you've got a file in here, you can just hit / in your chat, and you can reference any email or recipient or any contact or any files that you've got in your OneDrive, or and it'll use anything that you put in this prompt as fodder for the response. Another key thing here is it's important to there's surprising stuff about being polite in your prompts. So I guess just like with a human, it sets the tone for your conversation. So if you want polite responses, be polite in your prompting. So there's an interesting article about the importance of being polite. So so it seems weird anyway, but it's helpful. So my first iteration was, I told it to be concise, and so it was pretty concise. There's very short descriptions of everything that was kind of in that release. It does collapse some of the things together. I thought that was a little too short. Let's see, here I kind of just reworded it a little bit to try to group things together in order of things that are more related to each other to be closer together in the list. And so that kind of helped organize it a little bit. And then I said, let's see, please be a little bit more detailed in the descriptions. So then I went back out to those listed descriptions and gave me more of a, instead of just giving me a sentence or a phrase describing the change, it was able to give me a couple sentence descriptions. I think this one could actually go into your emails and stuff too, and try to help get some more context for things. So again, this is also this kind of group things together in a higher. So this is ultimately what I think I delivered to the product owner, the person the stakeholder asking for those descriptions. And then just today, I was just playing around with that. Well, let's if I wanted to make sure things rhymed, so I asked to make all the descriptions rhyme, but still being truthful for what was included in the acceptance criteria. So you can go ahead and be a little ridiculous there. And I decided, well, I want to go back to the non-rhyming version. And can you constrain yourself to 5 to 7 features? Maybe there was way too many features that were listed above. So can you give it some constraints that might tighten it up? So that's often a useful thing to do in your prompts. And then finally, is that, well, I thought it'd be really cool is if I could send this to my product owner as a chat. And with the backing, and I know we can do this, not with our license, but there's ways to actually be able to build your own chats you can share with other people. If I could share this with stakeholders, they could come in here and ask, hey, can you describe more fully the item, blah, blah, blah. So I copied one of the items here and I said, hey, more thoroughly, can you describe this? And it, did a good job with a couple paragraphs describing that feature in detail. So if I could send this to people that were interested in maybe with my release declaration, they could really dive deep on what we were performing. And I'm really looking forward to this all being collapsed into Azure DevOps at some point. At some point, I should need to bring this over to Copilot. It should be I expect it's going to be built into Azure DevOps for this level of interaction with us as engineers, business analysts, and even our customers to be able to get some deep insights into what's going on projects. So anyway, thank you.